All right, 3 down, 3 to go. This one, of course, I check all of them for safety. This one I'm going to especially double, triple check. Took the mags out because this is my carry gun. I've had a few carry guns, like I said, too. Kryptek pattern holster. This is inside the waistband, right-hand carry from, let me bring it up in the light so it will focus, Multi-Holsters at multiholsters.com. These guys, I have bought so many holsters from them. Excellent guys to work with. Get you hooked up really quick out of, I believe it's Michigan. They do really, really quality. If you like Kydex holsters, I know Kydex isn't for everybody. Some people prefer leather. I love leather holsters too. Or some people, you know, these holsters aren't the cheapest holsters in the world either. So some people, I mean, they go with nylon holsters that are only like, you know, 20 bucks or so. But if you want a good quality holster that's also, you know, fitted for attachments, there is an attachment underneath here. Multiholsters.com, they do superb work. Very, very, very good. You know, all the edges are smooth, everything's, you know, filed down, everything fits forward. They'll change the cant for you, they'll change the rod height, they'll change the holster height if you want like a combat cut instead of a full shield, sweat shield on the back. Anything you want done, you can call them too if you want special stuff done, and they will tailor to the individual customer, which is really, really awesome. Anyways, back to the gun. So, you know, see, go ahead and take that off there. And I don't know if you can see that. We are clear. This is my everyday carry. It is a Walther PPQ M1. So, I've carried Glocks, I've carried Springfield, I've carried everything else. I kept coming back to my PPQ. Specifically, I've had a PPQ M2, specifically the M1. I love, 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 love the paddle style release. I love just using this finger, flicking the paddle, the magazine coming out. Doesn't get any better than that. This grip is amazing. The grip on the PPQ is superb the way it feels in your hand. No Glock will ever feel that good in your hand. Now Glocks, the only reason I'd ever own one, again, I've owned several Glocks, got rid of all of them, is to get the 10mm Glock, which isn't a carry gun, of course, but I mean, you could, not the 40 MOS. The 40 MOS Glock I want is just to say, hey, I have a 10mm. I've had Delta Elite in the past. Fun times, 10mm. But overall, because here's what I've done on this PPQ. Trijicon HD night sights. Of course, whatever gun you get, if it's your carry gun, you're probably going to put night sights on it. Unless you can't afford to. But most people are going to put some form of night sights on them. So I won't bash Glock on the extremely, extremely crappy sights that they come with that everybody said, so, you know, are okay. Which I guess they are for standard, but you're going to replace that. Next is my Viridian. You've already saw it kind of go off in the holster. It's a C5L strobe with green laser. Had some problems with the very first one that I got. Had to send it back to Viridian. Super easy, super fast customer support. Haven't had any problems with this new. I had problems with the pressure pad right here. You would click it, but about every 5 or 6 times you try to turn it on, it wouldn't turn on. It just wouldn't. It wouldn't send. You know, it wouldn't. So sent it back. Got them to fix it. They sent me out another one. Haven't had any problems with it since. Very fast customer service. Very fast respond back. Took this back. Shipping. Oh man, it probably took them about 3 weeks to work on it and ship it back, which isn't bad. If, you know, you guys work on gun stuff, ever have to send anything back, 3 weeks isn't bad at all. So, but anyways, the other thing I like is, you know, I really haven't done anything else to this gun, and that's what I love about this gun. The trigger is phenomenal. People are going to say it's too light for carry. You know, you could say a Glock trigger is too light for carry because everybody should just carry double action revolvers, and that's the way it should be. If you don't have a 10.5 pound, you know, New York style freaking trigger pull on there that they, you know, require on some of their guns, which is ridiculous, then it's you know, it's too light. It's too light. Well, here's what happens, and here's why I got rid of my Glock, is because the trigger on here is phenomenal. Trigger on Glock, no. Oh, what's takedown lever? Great on this gun. Glock, usable, but you'll replace it too. Takedown on this, well, you don't really have any other option, but it's okay. I mean, it's, you know, it's checkered a little bit. What you'll do on your Glock, replace this. Then you'll start going through replacing other things, trigger components, and that's the main thing that stopped me right there. Was anytime I have to come in and put a new trigger bar in or put a new trigger pack in, I don't like, on a self-defense handgun, modifying anything that has to do with the trigger. For obvious reasons of, I mean, it may never come up. I hope I never, ever, ever have to use this thing in self-defense, but I'm prepared to. And if I do, I don't want to be in a courtroom getting in a hell of a battle with another attorney because I modified a trigger, you know, on my Glock. I actually do like Glocks. I know it seems like I'm talking a lot of crap, but I like them. Like I said, I'm probably going to end up getting a 40 MOS. But you know what? I'm just going to stick with this. The way it feels, the ergonomics, it's good for me. I've had an XDM too. Those are pretty nice guns. But this is the one. This is the one that works for me. Of course, everything's different for everybody. So, but anyways, thanks guys. This is a quick check of the PPQ. The M1 paddle style PPQ, which I love a lot more than the push button PPQ, the M2. So I think this is pretty much the perfect carry gun. I love it. As long as you have, you know, great trigger control about that light trigger. Of course, everybody that owns a Glock should have great trigger control too, because no manual safety. So, yeah, and these Trijicon HD night sights, great. I wish they were, you know, a little bit, had post was a little bit less air in there, but self-defense handgun, doesn't really matter. Good sights. So thanks guys. We'll go ahead and go on to the next pistol. I appreciate you hanging around. If you have any questions or anything, let me know in the comments below. Have a good one.